The Alien franchise has always been about fear. The fear of the unknown, the perfect organism, the xenomorph. For decades, we thought the real enemy was the alien itself. But AlienEarth introduces a single line that changes everything. There's 4 companies. They govern the entire globe. This isn't just world-building, it's a declaration of a new war, fought on Earth, for humanity's soul. The xenomorph is no longer the main threat, it's a weapon in a much larger, more insidious game. The real monsters are the corporations that see humanity as a resource to exploit. The narrative shifts from survival horror to a complex political thriller. Now, the horror is about who's pulling the strings and why. Weyland-Yutani was never alone. They were just one player in a global chess match. Every mission, every sacrifice now feels like a move in a game we never saw. This new direction is deeply relevant, a reflection of our world, where corporate power is absolute. AlienEarth amplifies our anxieties, presenting a future where freedom is an illusion and humanity is a commodity. The show isn't just about fighting aliens anymore, it's about fighting for our identity and future. This is a bold new vision for Alien, and it all starts with that one chilling line. The stakes are higher, the conflict more personal, and the enemy more human than ever before. The franchise is no longer just about monsters in the dark, it's about the darkness within us, and that's what makes this new chapter so terrifying. The series opens on a world both familiar and terrifyingly different. Earth 2099. Nations and presidents are gone. The planet is carved up by 4 mega-corporations. We see technological marvels, flying cars, gleaming towers, but beneath, decay and oppression. The rich live in fortified enclaves, the poor struggle in polluted, overcrowded streets. Corporations provide everything, jobs, homes, healthcare, but at the cost of total control. Every aspect of life is monitored. Your data, your choices, even your existence belong to them. Freedom is an illusion, sold to those who can afford it. The corporation's power extends into space, making every human a subject of this new order. They have private armies, their own laws, and operate above any government. National identity is replaced by brand loyalty. People are employees, not citizens. This creates a new tribalism, loyalty to a company, not a country. The xenomorph, in this world, is the ultimate prize in a corporate Cold War. Its discovery is a pivotal moment, a weapon that could tip the balance of power. The race to control it isn't about science, it's about dominance over humanity itself. The opening scenes set the battlefield, the players, and the stakes for a conflict that will shape the future. The world is a dystopia disguised as a utopia, and the real horror is the system itself. AlienEarth uses this setup to explore the consequences of unchecked corporate power. The fight is no longer just for survival, it's for the soul of humanity. And the enemy is everywhere. There's 4 companies. They govern the entire globe. Introduces a new power structure. First, the familiar Weyland-Yutani, industrial giants obsessed with the xenomorph for bioweapons. They're the old money empire, ruthless and ambitious. But now, 3 rivals change the game. Imagine Prodigy Corp tech innovators, pioneers of AI, robotics, and human enhancement. For them, the xenomorph is genetic gold, a key to new forms of life. Then Omnitech controllers of resources and energy, the backbone of civilization. They see the alien as a potential energy source or a model for resilient crops. Their power is fundamental, cutting off supplies to rivals, shaping the world's infrastructure. Finally, Janus Security, the spy masters, controlling information, manipulating markets, and engaging in global espionage. For them, the xenomorph is the ultimate secret, a weapon of leverage. These 4 giants, the industrialist, the technologist, the logistician, and the spy master, create a web of intrigue and betrayal. The competition isn't just for profit, it's for the future of humanity itself. Each company brings a unique philosophy and method to the table. The stakes are higher, the alliances more fragile, and the betrayals more devastating. The story is no longer about one evil corporation, it's a global game of power. And the xenomorph is just the beginning. AlienEarth dives into the terrifying race for immortality. 3 paths emerge: cyborgs, synths, and hybrids. Cyborgs preserve human consciousness through mechanical augmentation, physical immortality but at the cost of identity. Synths go further, uploading minds into artificial bodies, raising questions of self and soul. Is a digital copy still you or just a ghost? Hybrids are the most disturbing, merging human DNA with alien, aiming to create a new superior species. The xenomorph becomes a blueprint for evolution, not just a weapon. Each corporation backs a different path, fueling the arms race. The quest for immortality is as much about power as survival. These technologies are prizes in the corporate war, each with horrifying consequences. The battle isn't just for control of the alien, it's for the future of what it means to be human, and the cost may be our very humanity. The corporate Cold War transforms the alien universe. The xenomorph is now a doomsday device, coveted by all. The real horror comes from the lengths people will go to control it. The focus shifts from monsters to the darkness within humanity. Espionage, betrayal, and political maneuvering replace simple survival. Trust is a liability. Anyone could be a spy or an assassin. The war is fought with information, secrets, and technology, not just guns. Paranoia is everywhere. The enemy could be anyone. The most dangerous weapon is knowledge, not brute force. The story becomes more cerebral, more personal, and more relatable. The villains are human, driven by ambition, greed, and fear. The struggle is for the soul of humanity, not just survival. The monsters we face are the ones we create, and the greatest threat is ourselves. Weyland-Yutani was once the face of evil in Alien. Now they're just one player in a much larger, deadlier game. Their actions are reframed, not just ambition, but moves in a corporate war. The franchise shifts from a simple us versus them to a Game of Thrones-style power struggle. 4 corporations, each with unique cultures and goals, form alliances and betray each other. Loyalties blur, enemies are everywhere, characters must cooperate with rivals to survive. The narrative is dynamic, unpredictable, and full of intrigue. The world is richer, deeper, and full of new conflicts. Alien is no longer just a horror story. It's a world of political intrigue and corporate warfare. The board is bigger, and the stakes are higher than ever. In a world ruled by corporations and technology, the individual matters more than ever. The story centers on ordinary people, employees, scientists, soldiers, caught in the crossfire. Their struggles provide the emotional core, anchoring the series in humanity. Immortality tech forces them to confront their own identity and morality. Cyborgs wrestle with losing their humanity. Synths fear becoming copies. Hybrids face the monster within. The corporate world tests their loyalty and conscience. Will they obey, or risk everything to do what's right? The series explores the gray areas of morality and the resilience of the human spirit. The real power is the will to remain human in a world trying to strip that away. In the end, the greatest force may be a single person's refusal to surrender their soul. The xenomorph is iconic, but AlienEarth expands the definition of horror. The alien is now just one threat among many: psychological, technological, existential. Cyborgs and hybrids introduce new forms of body horror, losing yourself, becoming something monstrous. The real terror is transformation, the fear of becoming unrecognizable. Corporate control brings psychological horror, paranoia, powerlessness, constant surveillance. The show taps into modern anxieties about privacy and identity. The scariest moments may be realizing your life is a corporate lie. This evolution keeps the franchise fresh and relevant. AlienEarth proves the universe can hold more than one kind of monster. The xenomorph remains the star, but now shares the stage with new horrors. The future of fear is bigger, bolder, and more personal. Alien. Earth isn't just a new chapter, it's a reinvention. By shifting from human versus alien to corporate war, the franchise opens up endless possibilities. The show honors the original film's legacy while pushing the story forward. Corporate greed and dehumanization move from background to center stage. This is a new foundation, not just another sequel. Fans can expect intelligent, character-driven sci-fi with depth and relevance. The line, "There's 4 companies, they govern the entire globe," is a promise of ambition and scope. Alien is now a dark mirror of our world, full of intrigue, complex characters, and big questions. This is the start of a new era for Alien. The possibilities are limitless.